6th Street, y'all. I didn't even have the light on me. Got my headlamp on me. I didn't know I had it on me. Big for her head, she said. Wanted a smaller form factor. Another night of cop watching. I'm out solo tonight. Kind of last minute. I took a nap after all this 5 days of court watching.
Then you're gonna have to turn around and get up at 7 o'clock.
Take a nap. You gotta take a nap sometimes for a cop watcher. Especially when you're older than dust. Can everybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody out there? I don't care. Whatever, I'm still gonna go cop watch. It's not really about y'all. So that's the thing about me that's separate from auditors and other people, YouTubers. We're here on YouTube, but it's not about you.
Yeah, like I want to feel small.
It's about the people.
Can you help us for a second?
And the tourists, people of color. Well, this guy's twerking out there for a girl. Yep, no, I'm not sure what they're doing. What dance do you call that? Is that a TikTok dance? I don't know all the TikTok dances, I'm sorry. I can't even do the first TikTok dance I learned that I saw. The slide or whatever it's called. Oh, there's no cops on this block? That's unusual. We're on San Jack. It's on Jacinto. Sixth Street. Anything's possible on 6th Street. We got traffic going tonight. So this is like an extended sidewalk. You got 2 lanes of traffic, no shoulder, no way to do an emergency pit stop really. You got this one lane here that's partially blocked. They're on there. Behind the bull. They also you can ride the ski thing. Wild and raisins with our knowledge, y'all. With our raisins knowledge. That APD over there with the lights on. We have a lot of APD presence here. APD doesn't know how to recycle, I guess.
Well, me and her went.
Got a Hispanic male in there right here. I'll move right here. Oh, bad cops are there. Got two Hispanic males under Washington, he's a bad cop. Martin, he's a bad cop. And it's like in a matter of degrees. Like, we know that these cops racketeer and are violent and do all sorts of assaults, but as to the degree of which cops are worse, I guess Yardner's, because he's gone, he had to quit or he's going to be fired, so I guess Yardner's the worst. Guys are now under arrest. There's one reason we want to film is to put the pressure on probably, the tug the cop, Washington's a bad cop, but you want to like put the pressure on probable cause, because officers have too much discretion to make up pretextual arrest and make up probable cause under the law, which is against the law. The law is a hypocritical thing. Policy is a hypocritical thing. The things about respect for their profession, respect for the public, obey and comply with, know and comply with all the laws. That's stuff they don't care. I'm on a sidewalk, by the way. John is giving a lecture to the young man. I don't know if he's still under arrest. I think he is. I think the handcuffs are off. He's still detained, so he's still under arrest. The handcuffs. Staring him down and arguing. Look at that stare on that cop. This is the thuggery I was talking about. We have parents, we don't need cops to be our parents. Parentalism is the sign of white supremacy too. One of the signs. The guy that assaulted me working with the police, one of the bouncers. That's why they didn't arrest him for assaulting me when there was like 6 cops standing there watching. Because they're working in conspiracy together. They're working in, they're racketeering together.
My thing is always right now.
There he is. Big old thick-headed dumbass over there. Someone attacked me for filming and criticizing the police. It's totally lawful to do both of those things. Feel free to do those. I was alone that night. But I was live streaming, so I'm not really alone, am I? Well, actually, I'm seeing 0 and 0 on my live stream. No likes, no people watching. 11 minutes in, and nobody's here, so I guess I am alone. John is getting a little bit more. I think he's de-escalating a little bit, but he's still like shaking his head no. Shaking his head no is escalation. So there are other ways to disagree and nod. There's other body language you can use. Oh yeah, shake the stupid ass cop's hand for arresting you and letting you go. There's all that crap on there. We got new cops out here, same as the old cops. No problem. Kind of just putting out dumbasses all day.
I call him Blue Man. I'm Low Man. I call him.
You're Low Man Tito.
What happened? What happened?
Yeah, Coey, take a video of me.
What happened?
Nothing
I
happened.
got fucking almost fucking choked out by some random people in the bar. And
You got choked out?
People at the bar?
He got choked out.
Fuck
By the
no.
bouncers or what?
Listen. They put 5 fucking Corona bars in front of me, right? And I drank them, and I threw them on the floor. I accept full responsibility over that. But the thing is, they started fucking grabbing my neck and choking me out. I almost blacked the fuck out.
Damn.
Yes! Moonlight!
Alright, choke me out. Choke me out.
Hey,
for
can you take a picture of us?
Choke me out for the fucking like.
I'm not choking anybody out.
I'm gonna choke him out for the
back
fucking,
cops
for the fucking video.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I got 3 of them, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So look for my brother.
I'm glad you and the other guy got unarrested. I'm glad. Yeah, man. These guys, you gotta watch your ass out here. Bouncers, that big one that called the big guy was over there. He broke my camera equipment one night in front of the cops. The cops did nothing.
Like, my neck hurts like a bitch, bro.
I would go to a doctor.
He literally came up to me like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing? They choked me out. I almost blacked the fuck out, bro.
You're drinking, right?
Yes,
You're not gonna
of
feel
course I
it.
am.
Tomorrow you're gonna feel it more. You need to go to a clinic, document it, and sue them. Otherwise, you know what happens? They're gonna choke one of these girls out. We gotta defend
go,
our rights.
bro.
All right, man. Y'all go party. Be safe. I'm glad you got unarrested too.
I know you ain't pushing me off, bro.
Y'all be cool, man. The cops are still right there. Oh my God. There's gonna be people drinking tonight. There's gonna be people drinking tonight. They should not be choked out and beat up. Here's the bad manager. Here's the cops.
He's with me. Let me go get
Yeah, cops are gonna game. They're gonna do their thing. So these people are Yeah, that's wrong. There is a lot of times the cops will ignore people across the human line, but they don't come after you. You gotta be extra careful because of hey, the cops obey the law, right? The cops would never retaliate to you against the law, right? They're good cops, right? Your brother's a cop, your cousin's a cop. They're good, right? Okay, not if they're bad. They can't be both good and bad at the same time. They can't be obeying the law and not obeying the law at the same time. And you think they're okay. There's a lot of noise over here. I can hear multiple clubs. I don't see my friend. That boom is the base hitting the water in this barricade that I have my tripod set on. That shaking is the base right there. That's the boom making it shake. Let's go walk around.
Close my eyes and draw your face if you take
Blocking the sidewalk, hold the door. Get out of the way. Girls are out 6 tonight. Guys are out.
Look at this over here.
They're gonna meet each other. Not. There we go. Heat eating trials going on. You're either into the glamour and the lifestyle, or you're into the law, they say. That's what they said. Court TV today.
Look, cross.
Trans woman's blood was left on the streets after the cops beat her up for just walking again. Cop wanted to say something to me. 923. don't even think so. I'm not trying to make friends. They're trying to make friends out of me. But it's just rapport. It's a tactic they use. They're not really trying to be your friends. Cops aren't your friends. They consider every person to be a criminal. And every person to be a threat. And if they don't see one of your fingers, they don't see one of your hands, they might just kill you. I mean, sitting through this jury trial, listening to their excuses for putting 17 rounds into a family car and almost killing an infant, almost killing a female, killing a male. Alexander Gonzalez, say his name. I guess that's ridiculous. Let's sit over here, I guess, for a second and see who we got. This car's running 7797. All frosty. Got the lights on. Nobody's even near it. They don't need their vehicles running all day. This is why they need to be on. I think they need to be on CNG or LP. They need to be on liquid petroleum or compressed natural gas vehicles, possibly electric vehicles. Although I don't know if that's a good choice for the environment. But in Texas, all the gas under the ground, all the oil under the ground produces microbes that produce natural gas, and it's a semi-renewable resource. As long as you have oil there, you can suck gas off the top. So we've got a sergeant there, a couple corporals, senior corporal. Cop yawning there. He's tired. Too tired to have a gun. If you're too sleepy to have a gun, you need to go home and take a nappy poo. Because you're a danger to the community when you're not around them. Let's sit back here. We got the water. Agua fresca. Got little vendors out here that just like are independent, probably unlicensed, but yeah, horchata, that's what I'm thinking of. Horchata and all the other juices. Agua fresca. Agua fresca. I believe fresa is strawberry and fresca is fresh. I don't know, my Spanish is not that good. You can correct me, it's cool. Indigenous cultures didn't speak Spanish either. Spanish was brought here by colonizers. Always keep your eye on these skinhead cops. They got an attitude problem. A lot of them are Aryan Brotherhood or Nazis. That's why they want that look. They'll say it's just male pattern baldness, but they shave their head prematurely. Like that guy's still growing hair, but he's shaving it because he wants that look. He wants to show off for his ghost skins. Okay. They're letting this pedicabber go through. This is what they go after other pedicabbers for when they don't like you. They tell you you can't do that. They threaten to arrest you for driving your pedicab at work. You're doing your job. But like, literally, they wouldn't let Tim up there. Not even on 6th Street. He was just up there waiting at the cop, a block over, waiting at the comedy club for people to leave. I'm walking around. It's 2 a.m. I can hear the music stopping. You also don't want to like telegraph where you are all the time. Go play some paintball, work with some barricades, learn some angles.
Hey, what's your quarter, good dog?
Learn some angles. You don't have to be head on all the time. Like when I was working with Antonio Buehler and those guys back in the day, like 10 years ago, there was a lot of put the camera in the cop's face. Put the camera in the cop's face. It's not always necessary. Here comes the cop. Get in there. Security officer. Another security officer probably followed him. somebody's throwing up over there, sitting down.
That fucking corner, something's gonna happen over there.
See the security guards. What's going on outside? They need to get their ass inside. They don't have any authority outside. I wish someone would train these officers, these security officers on the law. More cops are going over there. Nothing happens on that corner usually, except for when the cops beat people up. Usually there's no arguments at all. It's kind of an international area. Traditionally international corner where there's a lot of people. And generally they're just intellectuals, students, UT students. But hey, hurt them. Go hurt them, please. Go thug them. Thug UT. See how that works out for us. UT puts out lawyers. They have a good law school. They put out lawyers. Trans women right there. You never know. There's all sorts of people out here. Not just men and women. Everybody comes out here. All sorts of people.
I'm not dumb.
Too many people. They just got out of the club. They're shining their light at somebody. Kia is trying to come through. Yeah, you pretty much have to walk in the street to move out here. There's so many people.
Start recording.
Security guard trying to determine where the police are going to arrest people. Hands are falling out.
Making the stallion?
See, they're having to go in the street.
She's your eggs? Oh my gosh, she's his eggs.
I'm making the stallion.
Don't eat that pizza from Roper. Oh my goodness. Have I said that enough?
How you singing?
Now enough. I know more. Also, I probably tried it too many times thinking I was hungry out here, and I realized, here we go. And then I finally said, oh. I'm eating a gyros and I just ate the worse. Here's a pizza. This one's old, but if I got better pizza over here, I still would give it 60. They're not black olives on your pizza, sir. And they're not black olives. Sausage on your pizza. And it's rat droppings. There we go. Fight Club ATX. ATX Fight. ATX Fight Club.
I ain't gonna lie, nothing wrong with breakfast, baby. You are gorgeous. So you don't want to come? Right here.
Isn't that what you came here for? Still blocked off, so you can still walk here. Oh, there's two people on there. Not alone after all. Taco leg. What do we do? People, at the end of the night, people are drunk, inebriated, or partying, or whatever you want to call it. And they're figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to get home, when they're going to aware of me over here right now.
Oh, shit!
Thought someone said hi. Feel free to type in the chat.
Hey, cowboy!
I won't be able to type back, but I'll talk to you.
Okay, let's go.
So we got 2 separate cops. I'm watching about maybe a dozen cops from this vantage point. Got all these cops. Got cops over here. That guy. And then you got on the north side of the Trinity and 6th Street, you got these guys and others sitting in cars. There's more on the next block, but actually behind me, to the west, there used to be cops over there and they're not there. So these cops are standing around with their, some have their hands on resting on their gun. Smart has his hand resting on his gun over there, as you can see on the left. Officer Smart, he's not very smart, but that's what his lineage is. Oh, we got first responder coming through. Just flash the lights. Probably someone drunk. Use medical. So alcohol can be poisonous in large quantities. Also, people could drop something in your drink. There's other reasons that it's a medical issue, not a legal issue. Nothing going on. Cops just wasting money. It's good. Things are going on, but nothing that cops are think it's imminent. And people are smoking weed on 6th Street. People are probably walking around with their beers. People are doing all sorts of things. Like these people look like they're doing something.
I'm at the tag going. Does anybody know how to get to the car?
Minors. These are imminent, urgent things. They're actually here to beat people up. They want to get violent. They want to shoot people in the back. Right here is where Orlando Nobles was shot in the back, right where those cops were parked. Orlando Nobles was, when the police were parked, Orlando Nobles was murdered. Real talk. So it does happen. It happens a lot more than I can remember.
Wait, hold on.
We're this way. Come on, come on.
got some kind of game going where they get points for taking video, pictures of people looking like they're proposing or something weird. They're opening up the road. The cops are finally going to do some work. Beat up a barricade. They're in the little clown cart. We're here at the circus. Is this a circus? I don't know. Cops are facing the wrong way, so they don't have a traffic light. They're going the wrong way on Trinity and South.
But guess what she's talking to tree?
Going after the taco people. Taco filled waffles.
If you're able to pay, just let us know. Is it tap your card? All right. Go get your food.
Tell me didn't pay for his taco. Get his taco. Got all the cops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cops for a man on this taco.
Are you fellas with him? No? You got another car? Right in the car. Yeah, man.
I know that.
He hasn't gotten his taco because he
You got another credit card, sir? Give that a shot. If you can't pay for the food, they can't text you. That's it. Alright? They go right here.
Get it for me?
got back in line. Back in line now. Nothing better to do. Looks a little drunk. Wants to eat. No alcohol.
You see that girl trying to
I don't think there's enough cops for one taco. We need 20 cops per taco.
My sister's is right there.
We need to spend $2 million a month on taco.
You want to interview him? My buddy George.
George who? He's a troublemaker, huh? Yeah, I can tell. So am I, though.
He's got a lot of insight.
Yeah. So, people walking in the streets open right in front of the cops, no big deal. No big deal. People all over the place. But if I'm in the streets, they'll come at me hard. They've arrested me, I don't know, 5 times while filming in the street. Crossing the street. People don't like the cops and the flashing lights. I'll go up this way. Save the crowd. If everybody else can do it, you can do it. That's how it works. Here. Head up here. Lights are. I'm talking to myself because I don't have anybody else to talk to, so I look crazy. I am crazy. Hey, howdy. And all the girls getting points on some game, making guys look like they're surprised that they're being proposed to or something weird. I think they might just be moving barricades. Have to find out.
That thing was worth $50 at most.
There's your APD officer that needed his lights on to move. I think he was just talking to the pedestrians. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it does cause people to have seizure disorders, but hey. They got a black man under arrest right here. What's going on?
Hey, Joe. So what'd you see?
Man, they were grabbing on him, all the girls, and he was just protecting himself. And that guy ran up on him, and he, pushed him down or whatever. Corey Walden, W-A-L.
You might hang out. I reacted to the female trip, and I just told him to check his dick. And he didn't feel the same country way. He started talking about that gang. She was stifled.
They attacked him.
Hey, for real, they ran up on that boy. They ran up on him, grabbing on that shit.
Hey Corey, let me just identify you and get to your statement. We're gonna cut them loose. When we roll up, they all left now.
They never knew it. They stayed in the middle. It's his birthday. We brought them on here. They attacked him because he gone. The next one
I don't have my ID. My ID is 43 left, which is my car. I know my ID number.
They're like,
Trying to defend himself, and then that guy ran up on him, and he pushed him down or whatever. Yeah, he was just defending it. Hey, yeah, nothing to do with it. Y'all tripping on that boy.
Yeah.
no, it wasn't even you.
We don't need everybody talking because everybody either just
They were like,
calm down, either shut the fuck up, either just shut up.
Yeah, but he also needs to shut up and not talk to the cops. So if he's free to go, if there's no crime to investigate, why are they still investigating it?
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people all yelling at us. With all these people yelling at us information, we're trying to get the story from him, right? And when we're getting all these people yelling at us, we can't focus on what's really happening. I know.
It's crazy because they literally said, that family, y'all were like, oh, y'all arrested my husband, and they ran away, and y'all were like,
They got loose.
He got us home one at a time. Exactly.
We were over here. How would we know any of that? Oh God, leave them
One
alone.
at a time.
And now God, they right. They is right. They is right. The folks is right, bro. Y'all, they right. So just
Right, exactly.
More cops showing up, still no crime going on.
I can talk to him. I don't have to show up. I can talk to him. No, I don't.
Like there's a Halo video around here somewhere. There's a Halo video right up there.
That's what you said.
The video's right there, so they can pull that video. Talking to hearsay. Thing. Yeah, he's free. Money. Where your money go?
What are you recording for?
Everything.
You don't fuck with them?
Yeah, I did. They fucked with me. I'm not fucking with them right now. They just arrested a black man who was being attacked by women. Let the women take off, right? Isn't that what happened? And then they arrested him. Now he's unarrested because his wife.
Mutual combat.
Mutual combat. Is that what they said?
That's what we devised because they jumped him. He retaliated. They initiated. They started it. He finished it. That's what I can devise.
Crime. I don't know if it's mutual combat, but
Well,
he didn't commit a crime. So
mutual combat is engaged when an individual retaliates to a threat.
You got to claim mutual combat.
You know what?
They let the perps go.
They both scattered,
they
right?
let the perps go.
You know what? He probably didn't want a case where he was attacking 5 women.
I don't know. I mean, we weren't close enough to get the audio on that.
Do you mind if I ask you what platform you're streaming on?
On YouTube.
Okay, and do you mind if I ask you what your channel name is?
Lizzardo Giganticus.
Lizzardo Giganticus?
Won a federal lawsuit a couple weeks ago.
Sunboy 76 says.
Oh, congratulations.
For press rights.
Oh, congratulations.
It's a rare, it's not a commonly known federal law. It's made in 1980. The Privacy Protection Act of 1980 protects our press materials, our video, everything, documentation from seizure by the police without a subpoena. They can't just get a warrant from a judge. And the way they get around it is they use those. They try to create probable cause, but if they lie, the judge said they didn't have probable cause, a federal judge, and that threw that out the window, so they had to pay. So now it's going to be across the United States. Law enforcement is going to have to pay attention to this law that they forgot about.
So does that mean that if they want to look at a live stream or something, they're going to need a subpoena to access it?
Publicly available, but if they want to seize your data, if they want to seize your camera during arrest, or any other time, they need to get a subpoena from a judge. They can't just use a warrant. They can't just use.
Oh, really?
Probably.
Even if your camera's a cell phone?
Says, what drugs are you Americans on?
And your name again?
Even if you don't have a press badge, you're still press if you're releasing it to the public.
Butch of Orland
it's a matter of,
he's one of those
what
guys
you're
who
doing.
watches the
If
cops
you're just
and audits
recording
their
and you're not
behavior.
releasing to the public, you're not press. But if you're live streaming, you're automatically press.
Moises
If you're live
Lizzie
streaming the
says,
government,
MMM
especially, you're
investing.
automatically considered press.
Okay, because I'm an international citizen. I'm from New Zealand.
Yeah, you still have rights.
I'm on a visa waiver.
Yeah.
I'm not being employed by an American company or paid or employing any Americans. So the person, when I went through the airport, said to stream as much as I like.
Says, ice poised
Yeah,
on in 30
it'll
years.
protect you from them seizing it, right? Because it'll be online. But there may be some other data on your phone. You know, so yeah.
Seriously,
So that's what happened. That's what I did. I wasn't live streaming at the time. I was recording.
Thank you for your, and that username again. Lizzardo Giganticus.
Yeah. Little site.
Moises
Little site. I do a little work. I've been doing this like 12 years. I've filmed them kill people down here, shoot them in the back. Landon Nobles was shot down in the back like 4 or 5 times. The largest jury, I was part of that trial. It's the largest jury award in U.S. history against police, $67 million. It got lowered down in the appellate court, but that was the largest ever. And that's because they shot him in the back. In the westerns, if you watch American westerns, you get shot in the back, it's like get a rope, right? Like that's murder. Because how can you claim self-defense? But these cops lie and they collude together and they say, "Oh, I'm in for my life."
You were streaming it or you were filming it? Or
I filmed right afterwards, yeah. And then my video was used in the federal court.
So you've been doing you must have been doing filmmaking for 20, 30 years, right?
No, 12.
Okay, what were you doing before that?
I was a network engineer for Microsoft. I was an environmental scientist statewide. I did some other odd jobs and stuff.
So at some point you thought someone has to pick up the camera and claim accountability?
Yeah, that's when the cops shot my dog. That's when it all changed.
Your
12
dog?
years ago. Yeah, they shot my dog for barking, and then they lied about it, lied about the number of shots, lied about everything. And I saw the cover-up, and then I realized through my discovery of evidence, I sued them. Through my and I won that case also. This is my second federal case I've won. So
What?
the first one was my dog, and so I found out that they shot 21 dogs that year, that they shot tens of thousands of dogs across the United States, that they target people of color and homeless people to shoot their dogs first.
Wait, you're not homeless, right?
I was at the time. So, I found out it's a thing, and then I stopped that thing as much as I can for right now, but I still have work to do. But I've saved thousands, I don't know how many dogs I've saved by suing, because people need to go through the motions to defend your rights. Just because you have rights, if you don't fight for your rights to party, you don't have a right to party, right? The Beastie Boys? So you gotta fight, and I'm a fighter. When they shot my dog, I became a fighter like John Wick. So, that's what's going on. Anyways,
So you're the dog whisperer.
I guess so. I'm an animal activist now. Elon Musk, you know who that is? He's torturing animals to death right outside of Austin in a place called Neuralink. It's an unmarked facility. The neighbors don't even know about it. And he's just killing animals left and right to put chips in their head to later sell you a chip for your head. So you can get into Meta and the network through your brain. Have your own pop-up blocker, whatever. So there's a lot going on here. And a lot of people don't know. And so the camera helps expose it to people that I don't even know.
What's your opinion of people like Elon Musk and Joe Rogan?
They're Nazi shills. Joe Rogan was created by the Freemason, whatever the fuck, He was created out of nothing. Before Fear Factor, he was nothing. So they can make, making a band, like they can make a band, they can make a personality too. And that's what Joe Rogan is. He's fake. Alex Jones is fake. And who else did you mention? Musk. He's a Nazi from South Africa. His whole family's Nazis. They were part of the apartheid slavery. He got money off diamonds and silver. Like he needs to go. His whole family needs to be held accountable, and they need to go homeless. Make these rich people homeless, like they did to us.
How do I go about being a Nazi shill and getting a ton of cash? What's the say if we wanted to?
I think the best way would be an albino. So get rid of the pigment in your eyes and go pink, and be the whitest white supremacist you can be. And say, I am your leader. I am the head albino. And you go wear the funny hat,
That's crazy.
Like if you're gonna be a white supremacist,
honestly,
you're not white enough unless you're an albino.
Dude, I pressed some white guy about being an albino yesterday. Turns out he was just ugly as hell.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it might be hypomelanistic or something. For albino, you gotta have the pink eyes.
But you gotta keep laughing, right? You gotta keep laughing in the face of adversity. Otherwise, that's when mania comes in.
Yeah. You gotta laugh.
You gotta keep your wits about you.
Self-care. So you're gonna get trauma from filming the police being arrested. Well, I've been arrested over a dozen times for filming the police, but just Austin police. That's why I sued. Pattern and practice. So you gotta figure out I go to nature, the things that you need to do to take care of yourself, or you'll burn out. And that's the only reason I'm still doing it 12 years
You go
later.
down to Deep Eddy's pool at all, or Barton Springs?
The water's polluted here. That's got sewage in it.
How do you mean?
Robert Redford did a whole documentary on how Barton Springs has sewage in it.
What about Deep Eddy?
Deep Eddy, I don't know about that one actually. You know what?
I
I've been there a long time.
Listen, I might have done a little bit of pee-pee in there.
Yeah, well, that's what the chloramine's for, right?
I don't know, dude.
That's another reason not to go to the pool.
I use the restroom before I go to Deep Eddy.
Barton Springs has a spring below it that you can get into. It's a little grotto, and the water's coming out. That's the cleanest, where it's coming out of the ground.
Yeah, exactly. I know where that is.
They did so much development, so Austin, to save money and because of technology at the time, all the sewers from your toilets go into every creek here. So when it floods, all that gets missable. Then they tell you to boil your water and shit, and they tell you it's sand in your water. It's all bullshit. They have sewage in the water here. So that's why you don't want to get your body in that water. And so they built, not only did they do that because of gravity, which all needs to be removed. The whole sanitary sewer needs to be removed here. But they also They have overflow at their sewage treatment above Austin, and when it rains, it overflows into the river that comes down to here. Right?
So what you're saying is do not swim in Barton Springs.
There's only one lake in all of Texas that's natural. That's Caddo Lake. Every other lake is a reservoir. It's man-made. So everything is artificial, except for one lake in Texas.
Top Gun.
So, what's the story?
Oh, he's just talking. There was some guy that got arrested.
We're interviewing each other.
They got arrested.
But he got unarrested. Some girls jumped him, and the cops jumped him. And some other guy jumped him, right?
You can never hit a girl.
No, they attacked him.
No, that's not
A bunch of them.
You can defend yourself
I've
from an
been
attacking
I've
woman.
been a.
Well, in Texas, I think.
No,
you're
it's
supposed to be
just
nice
like
to women.
underage.
Yeah.
Like they'll throw the book at you.
Yeah. Well, they're also protected class. The women are protected.
Women and children.
The homeless are not a protected class, so the police. Can do
Yeah,
anything
you're
they
right.
want.
You're right.
So although they make laws against the homeless in Austin, they're not a protected class.
Why
That's
do
a
you have
problem.
this? You're
The
press.
Challenger. I went to the Challenger. Street press.
I'd like to look it up.
Yeah, it's a homeless run newspaper here in Austin.
Oh
It's
shit.
the only one.
I'm an international citizen.
He's an international superstar.
You're
Kid
from.
Rock.
I interviewed Liver King yesterday on
Oh, the
Capitol.
Liver King?
God damn, he was like,
He was saying,
I'm going for Joe Rogan. Like, so we'll be friends, but I gotta fight him. And he had a little backpack. Sorry, it was a
it's something.
briefcase. And when you went into the actual briefcase,
Hey, buddy.
and it came out, there was a gun in there. But man, I just need to like get strong as fuck.
The guy's on roids. The guy's obviously on
Well,
steroids.
No,
He's a liar.
It's proven.
Yeah. And you can't eat liver. That's a filter organism. That's
No,
where all the
liver is
toxins
good
go.
for you.
Oh no, it's nasty too. And it's you like
No,
liver?
you fry it up. You fry it up. It's great.
So are bull testicles. Nobody's eating that.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
or calf fries. We're not doing that.
No, Rocky Mountain oysters are supposedly great as fuck.
Sheep's nuts.
I think it's
bulls.
calf.
Well. So when you go to bulls and you eat there instead,
Nice
they
meeting you. Take it easy, y'all. Yeah, no problem. Yep. There's somebody else here vlogging. Hey.
Hello.
Camera should point the other way. You notice that some people are all about their egos. And we always got to check our ego. If the camera's pointing towards you too much, you got an issue. I'm doing something different. You know, she's beautiful. I'm sure she spent a lot of time on her makeup and hair and nails and everything. But, you know, I mean, you can be shallow or you can be deep. Beauty's only how far? How far does beauty go? Skin? How many layers of skin deep?
I'm not tased, yeah. It's not tased.
There's a comedy mothership. This is Joe Rogan's club. That's why he's talking about it. Apparently the Liver King was over here. Liver King eats raw meat, raw livers, and whatnot. I'm gonna walk around a little bit. I like to walk around, do a little exercise, my exercise program. It's also my therapy. Filming cops is a way that I can do public service, do service for myself as well. It's therapy. So if I cross this road, there's no cops, but they're watching on the halo, and they could charge you later. So there's always cameras everywhere. And when the government targets you, which they will, the Chinese government targets everybody over there pretty much, and that's what we're doing. Is we're gradually heading towards the AI militarized police state, federalized militarized police state, where you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to sneeze without the government sending you a credit or social credit scores. Those are roads crawling in, and here we are cleaning up our bark crap over here. chemicals. I don't know what kind of chemical. I don't want to say, maybe it is ammonia. It's not the fabulous. It's different.
I'm over here. He's walking to that corner.
When have I ever been to talk to email? Take somebody man. I ain't never been to
Yeah, backwards though.
How much it?
You need some more?
Come on, baby, let's go. Let's go to Acapulco.
Scooters everywhere. So while there's a lot of people here, there's really not a lot of incidents. There's a mezcal bar. Here's where all the Ubers sit. They don't really have a good designated Uber area here. Like you'll see at a concert venue or something that has this many people. The city's not very organized. People just stop everywhere, block the lane of traffic. You know, people honk at each other. It causes more stress, and then it can escalate. So the city, so there could be accidents and people swerving and whatnot. Taking the hot dogs away. If you needed a hot dog, it's too late, though. You can come out tomorrow night and get a hot dog. Sometimes they have pizzas, or as the Anglos call it, fajitas. Yeah, the international guy, he's cool. I don't know him, so I have a general distrust for people that I haven't vetted yet because of my security culture, where everyone should have a security culture. Police will try to infiltrate your group. Police have infiltrated a group that I was in, Peaceful Streets Project, that police infiltrated several times, including the president of the police union. Before I was with them, the president of the police union infiltrated their group and went on a cop watch with them. They didn't even know who he was. Like, they couldn't even tell this big old ham hock looking pig, hog, I mean, did I say pig? I said meant hog. That he was, he's like 400 pounds and no neck. He's totally sociopath. They didn't know that he was a cop, and I wasn't with him at the time, but that's pretty ridiculous. That's pretty poor security culture if you can't tell who your cops are. It's one thing about their narc, confidential informant, whatever, infiltrators. It's another thing. That's harder to determine, but you should be able to recognize it.
You had this exact same problem.
Scooter down. The scooter might be drunk and might be a PI. Sir, are you okay?
Your turn.
Waymo, driverless Jaguars. What are you waiting on? HC, I don't know what HC stands for. It's a little warm tonight. It rained the last couple of days a little bit. Heat is like 103, 108 heat factor. So tonight it's still hot. mean, it's cool, but the humidity's high. I say, muggy's a little bit. Japanese, mushiasui. Hot and humid, mushiasui.
Hey, you know what gets mud?
Here's the scratch club, the DJ club. Yeah, I've seen those bouncers attacking. All bouncers.
That's what I got.
There's APD headquarters parking lot. It's APD headquarters is behind there on the top here. This is the old municipal building. It's now storage for homeless property that the city can't steal, supposedly. You get to keep it in there for a month or two, and then they steal it anyway. There's an article about one of the workers was breaking people's locks. You put your stuff in a trash can with a little padlock, and he was breaking people's locks and stealing stuff in it. He worked for them, for the city's homeless apartment. Yeah, there's people over here. There's people over here. People sleeping out here, if you'll see. There's lots of people that the city gives money to the cops, but it doesn't give enough money to the people. And so that's a problem.
Oh, like 30 minutes.
Classic Sam.
That's insane.
It's 6 a.m. You said it was 6 a.m.
On Lack.
Chill out, Alan. No.
On Lack. On Slack? On Lack? I don't know what Lack is. I'm reading your comments. I don't know. But welcome to the channel. Two tents, little pup tents. The city will come and steal these pup tents eventually. Probably next week. They don't let anybody camp anywhere in Austin lawfully without being harassed. There's nowhere to legally camp. Not a legal place to be. If you've been evicted due to COVID or the price of rent, you're not allowed in Austin. I'm talking to the camera. Sorry. I was just talking how the city criminalizes everyone. There's no place you can lawfully be if they evict you or whatever.
Yeah.
And they come and they're gonna come take their tents and next week and it's
Oh, yeah.
constant shit and so if you've been evicted, you're not allowed. You don't have money for rent, which is a lot, right? Now it's going up.
It's a lot.
They don't want you here.
Nope.
You're not allowed. It's crazy, right?
Yep.
But the cops have all the money. They'll take it easy. So there are really not that many people over here. People think you're crazy when you're talking to a camera. It's a pity. A little accident, but there's a light out here. There's lights out. Broken windows theory. Fix your lights. This is the Sitco that always calls the cops and tow trucks on people. Steals people's cars left and right. It has a whole scam. Yeah, there's a little sign in there that says they tow inside, but other than that, you don't know. Oh, another drunk person down, drunk scooter down. Hey Birdie, your AI down? We can have driverless scooters. Automatic self-driving scooter. IA systems. So one thing I've been thinking about, I don't know if you can verify this or not, is the reason we're at war in Iran and all over in the Middle East right now, with President Trump and whatever, Department of Defense, is because they're rolling out AI. A new level of AI is going to there's going to be a lot mass unemployment. It's supposed to destroy the middle class. What I'm seeing is that the courts are starting to use AI, the city's using AI, the 911 system's using AI. The city's trying to create a control that all AI has to be controlled by humans. It can't just be automated AI controlling itself. And then the state is trying to pass a law to say no municipality can regulate AI at all. So they're trying to make it wide open. And the reason for that is China, Russia, whoever develops Korea, whoever develops the AI first, the next levels of AI will have an advantage over everything else. It's these quantum leaps, I guess you'd call it. It's like quantum leaps of technology put us in they fast forward everything. So we're fast forwarding right now, I think, and I think the distraction is a more. So they're willing to give up lives for distraction, but they're not willing to protect lives.
No.
So that's what I think's going on. Here's the water. Some of it's coming out of the bars with ammonia and bleach and stuff in it. This is what's called Waller Creek. I see scooters down there. You see trash down there. See other stuff. So yeah. These trees are totally root bound. These are oak trees, live oaks. They're totally root bound. Totally root bound. That's the roots coming up. Totally root bound. There's nowhere for the roots to go. So they'll become diseased and fall over and fall in someone's building in a storm. Here's your trees, y'all. You gotta take care of your water, y'all. After all the trees and all the animals and all the land and water is destroyed and poisoned, how will you eat your money? You gonna eat your money? Somebody had a tamale, and somebody had whatever that is. That's one of them hot dog things. I got one like here. Not that it matters. 2 people watching. That's good to know. Here's an empty building if you want to set up shop here. There's a lot of empty buildings. You should be able to get a discount. Empty buildings cost more on property taxes because they're abandoned. So you can work a deal out on rent saying, hey, it's abandoned. Most people don't know that. They're like, hey, I'll save you in taxes if you just lower my rent and let me get in here. This place has been closed forever. This place has been closed. This place is closed. It's got I think it's part of old Emos. Emos goes through this building. We used to party at the Emos Club, but now they closed the old one down. They're one on the east side. I don't think they have one downtown anymore. And then this, the restaurant.
Yeah, I bet you carry this. I can't.
Yeah, this stuff is all empty. It seems like they're working on it, but they've been working on it for like a year, so I don't know. Street vendors. A lot of street vendors out tonight. Not much going on tonight. That's good. That's good. Saw a couple, 2 or 3 arrests. I think we saw 3 arrests, did we not? Are y'all counting? 3 arrests in an hour. You don't really need 100 cops and 3 arrests. You don't really need that. It's proportional staffing. You put 100 cops on a corner where nothing was going on. Well, that's what happened. They put, I don't know how many cops, all around 60. Good, how are you? That's street vendors here. There's more construction in there. Plenty of opportunities here. This venue, it's only part-time. This one's empty, private stock. Used to be like premium boutique. Used to be like clothing, hats, shoes. It's been there for years. It's gone. This tattoo shop, I think, is still open. I think they're closed. There's no line art on the walls. What do they call that? Flash? There's no flash on the walls. guy's jamming. This place here's Pirates Cove. It's been closed for, I don't know, 6 years, 7 years. I don't know. Empty buildings all over the town. What? Lots of opportunity. Set up a shop. Personally, I want to set up a advocacy shop, filming an advocacy shop. But I would need some help with that. Rent's high, but like also like I would probably just need help in general with the work that needs to be done. We need information request people, we need complaint people, we need lawyers, we need private investigators. We need to get better drones. There's a lot of cop watching to be done, and we can shut down APD's violence. It requires a concerted effort.
My attention and stress level.
Pizza trash. Oh, the pizza trash. Ropolos doesn't clean up. They make the city clean up. The city half-ass cleans.
I want to get like space, the extra space and shit. I want to get them to fight each other.
I've seen that British guy before. And fire. Where they're going. There he is. British guy.
I like where your head's at. It's a clean line. You like how I started for going and one different dog.
Those are not sausage. Those are rat turds. Don't eat it.
Think it's what?
I'm sitting here in his El Camino hanging out. White guy. If it was a person of color, they would not be able to sit there. I'm trying to tell people it's not sausage. It's not black olives. It's rat turds. But hey, eat what you want. I mean, when we go to England, we probably have fish and chips. You know, I love fish and chips, but you know, maybe there's some reason not to eat it. I think the fish is contaminated personally. They're putting, I think it's dioxin is ending up in the fish food that they're farm raising the fish with, even the farm raised catfish. Then you've got, you know, radiation in the Pacific. Yeah. Toxins everywhere. I don't trust fish unless I catch them in the mountains. I do not trust fish. Fish are not part of my diet. Fish oil, the same thing. Not part of my diet unless I'm in the mountains where the water's clean. It's just snow melt. That's my. That's what I do with my diet. You do whatever you want. Eat that ropolos all day. Let me know how that works out in the morning. Next day. There's drinking. There's falling asleep. You'll be alright now? Good. I'm gonna sleep out here. Someone might come and mess with you, like the cops or somebody. You alright, man? You alright, man? You need me to call somebody for you? Well, you can be safe out here. A nice watch too. Someone's gonna jack him. Or the cops are gonna mess with him. But he was not waking up for me. He was spitting on himself a little bit, trying to spit, and they're planning on him. He's obviously incapacitated a little bit. And maybe in an hour he'll wake up. And the cops are probably gonna mess with him. Or someone's gonna come mess with him. The streets are really not that safe. I mean, for me they're safe. It's relative. I'm not passed out sleeping on the ground right there in a nice outfit with a nice watch. Alright, y'all. I'll try to see y'all in a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna go cruise around, see what's going down. Try to see if I can get any trouble. See you later. Like, share, subscribe. Alright.